We all want to start to build big things, but everything big starts small. And the art is learning to begin before it feels impressive. Starting small removes pressure and builds consistency. Starting small is what gets you kickstarted on building that consistency. It's all about momentum. It's all about taking those little steps. You don't realize when you're taking those little steps exactly how they form into the big picture until later down the road. So it's really important to start those steps even if you don't feel like it's going anywhere, or even if you feel like it's not making you're not making progress, because those small steps, every single small step matters, and it builds that momentum towards that journey of learning that you're embarking on. So starting small meaning starting sustainably. So when you're starting a learning or a skill building journey, you need to know how to. Starting small is what gives you sustainability, because when you are consistently doing it every day, even on hard days, even on your 10% lowest, worst days, you can do it. Although you can do it on the hardest days that you have, even if it's just like a minute or two, or you're just you're learning. Like, for example, if you're like taking a course toward a certification, doing like 2 minutes a day, even if it's a hard day that you're having, you can get 2 minutes in. And knowing that you can move 2 minutes forward every single day at a minimum really keeps your momentum up, and before you know it, you have a huge amount of momentum behind you that's going to pull you forward towards the end of that goal and that success that you're looking for in whatever thing you're learning or starting your journey on. Most people fail not because they can't start big, but because they won't stay small long enough. When you are willing to stay smaller for longer, you build a foundation that would never have been there if you tried to start big. And starting big is a lot like rolling like a lottery ticket, and starting small is like laying the brick foundation that's always going to be there. So, and when you have that foundation there, you never fall too far. And progress hides in repetition. When you have progress and when you're repeating the same thing every single day, like I said, like in that example earlier, you're going for a certification, you're putting in 2 minutes a day at a minimum. You're like reading a paragraph, or you're watching 2 minutes of a video or something. You're doing something that makes progress towards that goal, and you won't see that progress until it all builds up. But it's gonna build up eventually if you don't quit. So don't underestimate the quiet starts, because the small steps you take today become the momentum that builds everything tomorrow. And if you have any good stories about starting small that turned into something huge for you in your life, I would love to hear it in the comments. Tag me and let me know.